Hey, what is going on, guys? Hope you are doing well. It is an exciting time. It has been a long 3 years, about 3 years, and I guess about maybe 8 months. We finally hit 100,000 subscribers just a few days ago at about midnight, a little bit after midnight. Man, I'm super pumped. So, this is something that I've just been excited to be able to share my heart, my passion, especially in the area of home theater, audio and video, creating content to help you guys build out your system. And so I'm just super, super grateful. So let me know in the chat where you checking us out from. And I just realized I took a shower and didn't even brush my hair, but that's how excited I am. But good to see you guys. I'm going to say hi to some folks in the chat. Let me scroll all the way up here. Who do guy here? Patrick, praise. I'm just going to skip around a little bit. So if I miss your name, forgive me. AA, good to see you. Nathan, Tim, Batcave Theater, John. Who else we got here? Scott, good to see you. Justin, Nick, Taneha, Tony, Alicia. Good to see you guys, man. Jose, D, Just Digit, Nick, Christian, bunch of folks in the chat, man. Well, guys, I'm going to give just a short snippet of CEDIA. We just returned from CEDIA. It was my first time being there. Absolutely incredible times. You've never been. I've got probably 12 videos I ended up shooting at the event. I had a huge help from Brad, Home Theater Gamer. I also got a chance to hang out with one of my patrons, Ike. He was our chauffeur back and forth from our hotel to CEDIA at the conference center. But man, we got a chance to see some really, really cool stuff. And so I've been cranking out a video every single day, even while I was there at CEDIA. The very first night, we got access the day before the show started to a Trinov, Sonus Faber, MadVR, Kaleidoscape, and I think there was one or two other brands that were involved in that Trinov. And that room was set up in advance so that we could come in as press and just have a chance just to check it out and then hopefully make some content is ultimately what, they would love to happen. And so I stayed up till probably about, I guess it was about 2:30 in the morning editing that video. The next day I filmed 4 videos with Brad and Ike. Ended up editing 2 of those. Those were same day edits. And so I got those live. I was up till 3:30 in the morning. Every morning we were getting up at 6 a.m. So it was definitely just a hard grind, but man, I was pumped to be there. It was so much fun. And then on day 2, we filmed 4 at the show. And then we left the campus and went over to Elliston. It's basically like a custom design center, to where you can go in, look at all the products they've got and have them build out like a dedicated home theater, as well as things like lighting and shades and all of that. And so that was a super, super cool one. So I want to be doing a home theater tour of that setup. And so that'll be coming probably next week sometime, I'm thinking. And then on the last day, we had one more brand that we worked with, and that video went live today. That's SVS. And so just really, really great hanging out with folks. Got a chance to meet several of my subscribers, several other content creators, and of course, connecting one-on-one with the brands that I've been working with for 4 years, but most of them I never had a chance to meet personally. And so anyway, guys, so good to see y'all. I'm just looking over in the chat. Probably tonight, I'm not going to be able to look at the chat, answer questions, do the live streams because it's just a one-man show tonight. Croson, good to see you. So he asked, did I receive my trophy? Not yet. So we get a silver play button from YouTube, and basically I just have to wait for YouTube to kind of verify that I indeed, have the subscriber count, legitimate subscriber count. And so basically there's supposed to be a pop-up in my YouTube studio that says, hey, congratulations. I fill out a form, tell them what I want on the plaque and shipping address and so forth. And then they'll get that to us. So we got folks from Miami, man. I hope you guys and your family are doing well in Miami. I know you guys got hit a lot harder than we did. we are kind of in central Florida. So we're away from the coast, East Coast and the West Coast. So we don't get a lot of flooding here, but we just, we get a lot of rain and a lot of wind. So we're doing good, but I know some of you guys, man, y'all got hit pretty hard. And so prayers for you and your families, and hope you're doing well. So, man, lots of chats coming in. So guys, let me just kind of do this. We're just going to go ahead and get into it, if that's okay with you. We got 300 people joining us in the chat. So if you're just popping in, man, welcome. Super grateful to all of you. This has been an incredible journey over the past 3 years. And so I just want you to know from the bottom of my heart, before we even do this thing, I'm grateful for you. This has just been something that I never dreamed would happen. I started off 3 years and 8 months ago with 900 subscribers. And there's Jessica. Hey, Jessica. So she's on the phone, but I never dreamed that my channel would have 1,000 or 2,000 or 10,000, much less 100,000. And I truly believe this is just a beginning. My heart, my passion is to create as much content that is practical and really from a consumer's point of view. I don't try to be the expert. I don't claim to know all the answers. I just want to make content that can help you along your journey, whether it's reviewing a product so that you can know and make a decision whether or not that product's a good fit for your home theater. Or maybe it's doing a home theater tour so that you can kind of get ideas on what others have done and how you can implement some of those things into your setup. And or maybe it's just going to things like trade shows and sharing with you the latest, greatest from these different brands. But whatever capacity I can serve you and help you, I definitely want to do that. And so I'm in this thing for the long haul. So I'm going to be doing content creation. Even if YouTube shut down tomorrow, I'm going to be on another platform. YouTube just happens to be a platform that I can easily have access to you guys through things like this, live streams, as well as just uploading content and just providing just as much value as I can to you guys. So with that said, let me go ahead and pull this up. So we are definitely celebrating 100,000 subscribers. Super grateful to all of you. If you're not super aware, probably about 6 months ago, I reached out to a bunch of brands that I have reviewed products for over the past 4 years. And basically said, hey, look, we are getting close to 100,000 subscribers. I would love to give back to my community in a huge way. And would you be interested in partnering with me? And tons of brands said, absolutely, Michael, we're so proud of you. We want to celebrate with you. I'll talk about everything on the giveaway there, Alex. If you haven't, well, I'll tell you, I'll get to that in just a second. I'm ADD, man. I can't do 3 different things at once. So they said, man, we really want to partner with you. And so about 6 months ago, I began to reach out. Different brands said, yes, we can offer this. We can offer this. And then 3 months ago, we launched a giveaway. And we said, hey, look, here are a ton of giveaways. And here's what we ended up getting. 37 different prizes from 24 different brands. All in all, it totals about $34,000 in prizes. So tonight in this live stream, we're going to be announcing those winners. Last night, I stayed up pretty late, just going through. I use a software called Gleam. And so Gleam allows me to create each one of those individual giveaways. And it just randomly draws them. The only thing that I had to do is certain brands said, we can offer this to US, Canada, and Europe. And some of them were just US, some of them were worldwide. And so the only thing I had to do is just make sure that you fit in those parameters. And so we got 37 prizes, 24 brands, $34,000 in prizes. So I'm pumped, and I hope you guys are too. So definitely a huge thank you to the brands that made this possible. If I were to have to buy all this stuff, I'd be broke. So I'm grateful to the brands that believe in what I do and believe in this community and what we're about. And so here's kind of how this is going to work. Winners, we're going to announce them, each winner of the giveaways here on the live stream right now. We'll go through each item, starting at the lowest, and we'll get all the way up to the largest amount. And each winner, I'll actually send you an email probably late tonight. I'll start sending those out. But within 24 hours after this live stream, you're going to get an email if you're the winner. Reply to that email, and I'll give it all you the instruction in the email that I send you. But basically, just reply with your shipping address. There's only a couple of brands that did offer options. I think like one option was a 15-inch subwoofer or an 18-inch subwoofer. Another brand offered something else. And so I'll probably ask that question in the email. And actually, before we even jump in, man, the movie guy, thank you so much, brother, for the $200 super chat. Definitely, man, love and appreciate you. Thank you so much for all of your support. Man, again, I'm just overwhelmed, guys, with gratitude. You rock, man. But anyway, I'll contact you guys within 24 hours. Check your spam folder. Sometimes my email gets flagged as spam, even though I don't spam people, but make sure you do that. And here's the kicker. You've got 72 hours to reply to that email. If I don't get a reply from you within 72 hours, I'm going to go back to Gleam and tell it to redraw a new person. I won't do another live stream to announce those. If there happen to be any of them that don't reply to me, then I'll just go ahead and draw a new one and email that person. And so, I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Alex. Dude, I didn't even recognize that. You are amazing. So Alex is an amazing dude. I actually ran into Alex at, I'm glad I happened to check the chat. Alex, I ran into him at CEDIA. Alex, we did an incredible home theater. He had the Wisdom audio system that we did. We've had Trinov there, and the representative John Heron from Trinov, and John from Wisdom Audio. We just had an incredible time. But if you guys remember the video that I did, we went over to Atlanta Home Theater. Well, Alex is now the guy at Atlanta Home Theater. And so he and I are going to be doing some collaborations, hopefully in the future, bringing you more incredible home theaters like his and what Atlanta Home Theater is known for. So Alex, man, love and appreciate you, man. Hope you and your family are doing well. All right, let me jump back here. So anyway, so I'll email you guys within 72 hours. I'll email you within 24 if you don't respond within 72 hours. So sorry, we're going to move on. So you guys ready? Let's get this party started. All right. So the first giveaway, Mini DSP offered 10 UMic 1s. Now, you know, the UMic 1 allows you to connect to your processor or your AVR, allows you to take some basic measurements. This is a great way for you to find out what, especially like your subwoofers are doing. A lot of guys say, hey, how do I know where to place your subwoofer? Use the Mini DSP UMic 1, connect that to your AVR, run a frequency sweep and see where it gives you the best frequency response, move the subwoofers around, and then you compare that with something like the Mini DSP 2x4 HD and actually use that data to dial it in, add some EQ delay. But grateful for the folks at Mini DSP. So here are the 10 winners. We'll do them 5 at a time. First 5, Joshua Timon, Shane Dukolke. Please forgive me if I mispronounce your name. Ramsey D. Zaki, Riz, and Jay Turhan. The next 5 that are going to win the Mini DSP, UMic 1, John Henderson, Michael Greco, Jonathan Rowe, Timothy Larkin, and Young Chin. Man, congratulations, you guys. I hope that'll help you dial your system in even better than what it is right now. Next up, we've got the THX Onyx. So I actually have that unit right here. This is a great little unit. It's a DAC as well as an amplifier for like headphones. It was super helpful for these headphones because they're not real efficient. And so they actually require kind of a good amount of power. They don't get very loud without it. So the THX Onyx will allow you to play high resolution, and those 3 little dots on there will tell you what resolution you're listening to. So this is $199.99 value, and the winner for this is Chris Durner. Congratulations, sir. Send you an email later on tonight on how you can get me your address. Next up, hey, these headphones, these are incredible, guys. I absolutely love these. These are the Phaeton 900 Legacies, incredibly soft ear cups, soft part up here. These are wireless Bluetooth. They look really sweet. They've got kind of like this carbon fiber look to them. I actually used these on the plane when I went to CEDIA. They're phenomenal. The winner for the Phaeton 900 Legacy headphones goes to Derek Blessel. Congratulations, sir. You're going to love these things, man. They're awesome. Next up, OSD stepped up and they offered several giveaways. So I'm really pumped about this. OSD, they were there at the show. I had a chance to meet Dave or hang out with Dave and actually meet him in person, as well as Simon. We've had him on the podcast. We've had him on Hi-Fi Summit with Joe and Tel. We've had him on our podcast. Super incredible guys. They're all about value, providing quality components that definitely will not break the bank. And so you can see this system here. It's a 2.1 system. You got a pair of the MB5s and a Travoce 8-inch subwoofer. So that's going to have an 8-inch active as well as 2 passive subwoofers, or 2 passive drivers on that subwoofer. $379.99 value, and the winner is Frankie Kenneth. Congratulations, sir. You got yourself a 2.1 system. Next up, there's going to be 2 winners for this. I told you OSD stepped up and offered several of their components and several of their speakers. And so this is a $399 value. So we're going to give away 2 winners for this. OSD Nero MB5s. I've got a review video on these. These are their passive speakers, so you'll need an amplifier to go with them. So the 2 winners, the first one is Adam Bacher. Congratulations, Adam. You got yourself a brand new pair of bookshelf speakers. And the next winner is George Tommen. Congratulations, sir. Hope you enjoy your OSD speakers. Next up, how many of you guys like subwoofers? I know I do. What's going on? Home Theater Gamer. I gave you a shout out earlier. All right. Appreciate you letting them know. So Home Theater Gamer Brad was a huge help during CEDIA. So I'm grateful for him. What I'm scared of, though, is he's going to grow so much this year on his channel that he's going to be hiring somebody to film for his videos. And so I'm going to need to find another videographer to go with me to CEDIA. So hopefully that doesn't happen. But if it does, I'm truly grateful to see him succeed and to grow his brand and his business. So next up, Stereo Integrity. Now, Stereo Integrity is known for making some killer DIY home theaters, subwoofers. And so I've done, I think I've done 2 home theater tours that featured Stereo Integrity. One of them had their massive 24-inch subwoofers. Those are ridiculous, incredible. This is a super, super value-friendly system here. Definitely won't break the bank. So if you're looking for some DIYs, if you don't happen to win this tonight, definitely check them out. Nick's an incredible guy. He's passionate about home theater and especially in the area of subwoofers. So the winner of 2 HT 18, so these are 18-inch subwoofers, version 3, $400 value. Winner goes to Cedric Henry. Congratulations, Cedric. Super, super grateful and glad for you. You're there, man. Brad's still excited about CEDIA. I think Brad's still sleeping. I worked his butt off, man. It's funny because we're walking down the CEDIA halls, and Ike is 6'4". He's one of my patrons, and Ike, we're kind of ahead of him and I'm leading. And he says, man, you guys sure walk fast for short legs. And I'm like, come on, man, keep up, buddy. So a lot of fun hanging out with Brad and Ike. Next up, we've got Emotiva. Emotiva, I've reviewed several of their, I've reviewed one of their processors, several of their amplifiers. I don't think I've reviewed any of their speakers yet, but this is the A2. What's cool about Emotiva, they have some new BasX series that has like an A2, which is a 2-channel amplifier. They got an A3, A4, A5, A6, and an A7. So you can really combine these to make a pretty killer home theater, and you definitely will not break the bank with that. So this is a budget-friendly 2-channel amplifier, $499 value, and this is going to Alex Bribey. Congratulations, Alex. You got yourself a 2-channel amplifier, so that'll be great to power a pair of speakers, your surrounds, maybe your front 2 speakers, lots of different ways that you can utilize that. I want to give a big thanks to Buddy 305 Love. Buddy, appreciate so much the super chat. Grateful for you. Thank you so much for your love and support. Appreciate the congrats on 100K. All right, let's get back to some more giveaways. So those of you that love DIY, so this is a company, GSG Audio, had a chance to hear those in person. I think he had I want to say he had the mini Martys. So they're pretty big subwoofer, but they make full Martys, mini Martys. Here you see a Marty Cube. So if you're looking for an easy way to build a subwoofer, so GSG Audio, they actually will send you all of the wood pre-cut. All you got to do is kind of put it together like a puzzle. You buy the glue, you paint it however you want, or create whatever kind of finish you want. Purchase the subwoofers from wherever you want. You probably could buy them from Stereo Integrity. You can buy them from Parts Express. I know a lot of guys do that. And I can't remember if GSG offers subwoofers as well. But the winner of this one is going to get the choice of a 15-inch Marty Cube or an 18-inch Marty Cube. So in the email, I'll ask you which one you prefer. It's a $569 value, and the winner is going to Alex Boyce. Congratulations to Alex. You got yourself a killer 15-inch or 18-inch Marty Cube subwoofer box. Next up, Aperion Audio. Now, I haven't had a chance to review any of Aperion Audio, but there was one home theater tour I did probably about 4 years ago. He had Aperion Audio in his setup. So these are the Aperion Audio Novus N5B. So these are bookshelf speakers. And if I remember correctly, I kind of think these are active, but I'm not sure. I'd have to go back and look at their specs. So super grateful for Aperion Audio for hooking somebody up with the Novus N5B, $599 value. And the winner of those are going to Tim Duke. You got yourself a brand new pair of Aperion Audio Novus N5B bookshelf speakers. Got another super chat. Thanks so much, Troy Stevens. Love the last name, man. It's funny because my name is Michael Stevens, but I don't know about you, but I get called Stevens all the time, man. I don't care. It's no big deal. But congrats on the 100K, and thank you for doing this giveaway, man. I thank you, Troy. I wanted to give back in a big way. And again, I could not have done this without the partners like Aperion Audio, GSG, and all these other great brands that I've had a privilege to work with over the past 4 years, or a little bit over 3 years. Next up, OSD again, hooking us up with some powered speakers. I also reviewed these. I love these little speakers, man. They are phenomenal. They've got Bluetooth connectivity. You can plug in let me think this. Actually, I take that back. I don't think these had Bluetooth. I plugged them directly into my laptop and even plugged them into my phone. But they sound phenomenal. They're really great. I could see these being perfect for especially like a near field setup on your desk. These would work out great. $699 value. We're going to give 2 of these away. So not 2 speakers, but 2 pair of speakers. So these are the OSD Nero AB5 powered speakers. First one goes to Zach Rage. Zach, congratulations, sir. You got a pair of powered speakers. And the next one is going to Brian Harris. Congratulations to both of you guys. Super glad that you're getting hooked up with some new speakers. Next up, you guys know I love Klipsch. I've owned, man, at one time my desire was to own every speaker that Klipsch had ever made. And the biggest reason was I was a moderator in the Klipsch forum for many years. And I was in there every single night answering questions, helping people out. This was way before YouTube days. So I built my theater room 15 years ago. And a lot of that was learning. I would go to the Klipsch forum, ask questions on how to do this, how to do that. And guys helped me. Once I started gaining a better understanding of home theater, then I wanted to return the favor. And so I began answering those, what we called newbies questions. And so that was super cool. But I hated giving advice. And I would see people give advice on speakers that they had never heard. And I got so frustrated. I'm like, you know what? I don't want to do that. And so I just made it a goal. I'm going to try to get at least access and hear in my own home with my own gear, with my own ears, as many Klipsch speakers as I can. That way I can give a better informed idea of how these sound. And so Klipsch hooking you guys up with a killer set of speakers. Absolutely love the Reference Premier series. I've actually got the brand new system, the whole system. I'll be doing a review here on the channel in the coming weeks. And so that's going to be super cool. I'm even going to do a series, I guess what I call Home Theater 101, just kind of teaching you how to set this up, how to calibrate and dial in your system. So that should be a fun series. So we'll be doing that very, very shortly here on the channel. So look for that. But Klipsch is hooking somebody up with a pair of Klipsch RP600Ms. This is the brand new version. They made some changes, a little bit cosmetically, but mostly to that tweeter, kind of smoothing that top out a little bit. And this is a $750 value. And these speakers are going to Tony Patnick. Congratulations, Tony. I know you're going to love these speakers. They're absolutely phenomenal. I haven't had a chance to hear them myself yet. But I know a lot of content creators that said, man, these things are really, really sharp. Ian Harris, appreciate you, brother. Congrats in your 100K. Next time you're in Kansas City, we will celebrate with a smoked brisket. Now, guys, I'm going to tell you right now, actually, I'm thinking, is it Ian? I think it's pronounced Ian. Forgive me if I pronounced it incorrectly. But Ian, he came to M-Wave. We've been over to the Kansas City home theater tours that we did there. And this man can cook some serious barbecue. And so I will gladly take you up on that offer the next time we go to Kansas City. My understanding, there's still plenty of home theaters in Kansas City to do some really awesome home theater tours. So there's no doubt I'll be making another trip up there. So appreciate you. And thank you so much for the super chat. Next up, we've got a $750 gift card. I don't know about you guys, but I love cash. Cash is a good thing because it allows you to buy whatever you want. And I think we got some spammage going on here. So give me a second. I think we got them all. We don't want to put them in timeout. We just want to block them. So if you guys see any more in the chat, let me know. We don't need that trash. All right, so back to business. $750 worldwide stereo e-gift card. You can buy anything you want from their website. Super, super cool company. I've worked with them several times. I've actually got a pair of headphones from Techniques from them, so I'll be doing a review on that. But you can use this gift card for anything on their website, from home theater stuff, 2-channel stuff, speakers, subwoofers, all different types of things. The winner of a $750 gift card to Worldwide Stereo is Mike Apiece. Mike, congratulations, sir. That's going to be phenomenal. You can buy whatever you want on their website. And a big shout out to Worldwide Stereo for hooking you up with that. Next up, Kanto Tux. So Kanto is a phenomenal company. They make some really cool products. I got a chance to know Jason and even ran into him at CEDIA. And I found out that Kanto not only sells speakers and stands, but they also sell TV mounts. And so I think I forget the actual website. It's not their main Kanto website, but it's like Kanto mounts.com, something like that. If you Google it, you'll be able to find them. But they're going to be sending me one of the mounts because I'm going to be doing some videos on a couple TVs from Hisense as well as Sony, and doing some of that home theater 101 videos with those. And so Kanto Tux, I had a chance to review those probably a couple years ago. These are gorgeous, man. They're super, super cool. These are Bluetooth enabled. You can plug in just about anything to them. And it just makes a really, really cool 2-channel setup, powered. I'm looking at, okay, so I was just looking over at some of the comments. So this is an $899 value, $900 speakers, and this is going to Andres Shut. Let's see, Shouta? Andre Shouta. Congratulations, man. You're going to love these speakers. Like I said, I reviewed them quite a while back, probably about 2 years ago. They're absolutely phenomenal. So check those out. Give the Kanto folks some love. They've got great speakers from 2-channel setups for like your computer. They even make some really small ones. They make computer speaker stands as well. And they're just super, super great folks. Next up, man, we had a chance to post SVS's video just today. We had a chance to hang out with Nick and Larry, and I love the folks at SVS, man. They were one of the first brands that ever believed in me as a new content creator. So 4 years ago, I reviewed some speakers from Klipsch because I had a relationship with them, at least somewhat, had some credibility because I had so many Klipsch speakers. I was a Klipsch moderator in their forum, and they trusted me kind of innately. Well, after I reviewed the Klipsch RF7 version 3s, reached out to the folks at SVS, and Nick responded. I said, hey, Nick, I'm a content creator, pretty small channel. I think I only had a couple thousand subscribers. And I said, I just did several videos on Klipsch, would love to hear your subwoofer. And Nick said, absolutely. So he ended up sending me at first some speakers, the Ultra towers. Then he sent me the Ultra Center. Then he sent me 2 SB16s and some pair of PB16s. So at one time I had PB16s, SB16s, Ultra Towers, and the Ultra Center in my home theater, lined up wall to wall. And it was phenomenal. But I love the folks at SVS. They make some incredible products. And again, they make some great value products, products that won't break the bank. And you can truly create a killer system, home theater system, or even 2-channel system with their products, from speakers as well as subwoofers. And they've got some new products too that they just announced at CEDIA. So make sure tonight, if you haven't had a chance to see it, to check out that video on YouTube. And so this giveaway is going to be the Prime Satellite 2.1 system. So these are the Prime Satellite speakers, and it's paired with a subwoofer. And I'm not really sure. I'd have to go back and look at the giveaway to see what model this is, but I think it's the SB 1000. Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat if you remember. Ike is in the house. Good to see you. Ike was hanging out with us at CEDIA. Super grateful for you, brother, and all the work that you did. Hopefully you got some rest after that, because I know I ran you ragged. So this is almost $1,000 value, $984. And this 2.1 system is going to none other than Pat Beasley. Pat, congratulations. You got hooked up with a killer 2.1 system. Life of Bliss, good to see you in the house. Woo. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Woo. 100,000. Michael's truly a great guy, awesome content creator, and a heck of a hard worker. This is so awesome. He's able to give back like this. Thanks, man. I appreciate your friendship. Cool short story. Kyle, we hadn't talked to in a little while, and he said, hey, man, you're going to be available a little bit later. And I said, sure, give me a call. So he calls me. And so we're talking on the phone, and we're getting closer and closer to that 100,000. And we were getting really, really close. And so I'm like, man, I need to kind of like screen record this. And the software that I normally record it with is now like a paid version. So I was looking for something free. He's like, man, you can just use OBS, right? So I pulled up OBS. I already had it installed. And so I figured it out and everything. So I hit record, and he and I are talking, and we probably talked for an hour. And during that hour, sure enough, we crossed over $100,000 while he was on the phone. So, man, I appreciate your friendship. Kyle was actually, he's one of my OGs, man. He was following my channel probably 4 years ago when I first started this thing. And so I appreciate his friendship and his family. I've been up to hang out with his family at his home. He's doing some awesome work up there, and he's got some cool things in store. So once he's able to get back to the grind of YouTube, I know you're going to enjoy that. So definitely head over there and follow his channel if you're not familiar with Life of Bliss, man. Appreciate you. So next up, scroll down here a little bit. Here we go. Next up, Epson. So if you guys are looking for a projector, this one's pretty interesting. If I'm not mistaken, this is designed kind of as a portable system. So you could put this up in your kid's bedroom. Now, it's not a super, super high-end projector, but you could take it on your back patio. You could take it to a friend's house, and this will be really compact and easy to carry, to set up, hook up a little gaming system, to have some fun. But this is right at $1,000 value. So appreciate the folks at Epson. I've owned an Epson projector, the 5040, phenomenal projector. Of course, nowadays there's even better ones. They've got the 6050, I believe, which is a beautiful projector as well. Definitely very budget friendly, very affordable. Before we announce the winner, big thanks and shout out to Bug Eyes Gaming. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat. I'm grateful for your love and support. So the winner of the Epson Epic Vision Mini EF12 smart streaming laser projector is going to, I don't know his name, but it's Salido222. So Salido, I'll send you an email after the live stream sometime later tonight and get connected with you. But congratulations on the Epson projector. All right, guys, now we're crossing the $1,000 mark. So these are getting more expensive. And I'm going to be honest with you, this is one of those prizes that I'm straight up jealous. I'm looking at these Focal Celeste headphones, and they are gorgeous, man. These are absolutely gorgeous. So if whoever wins this, if you don't like them, you've got my address. I'll just let you send them back to me. How about that? So this is going to be an incredible a gift to you. But I want to give a big shout out and thank you to John Denny. Thanks so much, brother, for the $50 super chat. You are absolute just blessing to me and to my family. The most genuine and humble content creator, man. I'm super, super grateful. I really and truly am. I just try to be me, man. I can't be anybody else on this platform but me. And so as I hung out with Ike and with Brad this past week, they'll tell you I'm the same guy on camera and off camera. And so thank you so much, John. You're an incredible blessing. Appreciate the $50 super chat. So the winner of the Focal Celeste, and I love how that even sounds. That just sounds like French. It's beautiful. Celeste headphones goes to Logan Store, man. Congratulations. These are going to be some killer headphones for you. Hope you truly enjoy them. Like I said, man, I'm looking at them. I want a pair. They're awesome. Next up, we've got a $1,248 Denon soundbar and paired with a subwoofer. And so the cool thing about this is I used to not be too excited about soundbars, but I realized that number one, not everybody's got the space for big, massive tower speakers and big, subwoofers. And so there's definitely a place for sound bars. You can add a whole lot better sound than probably just about any TV out there. And so I definitely see the value of them. So I'm grateful for Denon providing a 550 sound bar with the home subwoofer. So this is a $1,248 value. So it's not your super budget soundbar. So I'm really excited about that. So the winner of this soundbar is going to Mark Barrera. Mark, congratulations. We'll be getting that out to you very shortly. That'll be coming directly from Denon. Next up, oh yeah. So this is a new receiver from Onkyo. Now the funny story on this one, when I reached out to them and asked them would they be willing to participate in the road to 100K giveaway, they said, yeah, absolutely. But how long is this going to take? And I said, honestly, I don't know. I mean, we may start this campaign and we may, reach 100,000 in a month. We may reach it in 2 months. I didn't know at that time. They said, well, hopefully it doesn't happen quicker than a month because we've got some supply chain issues. We're struggling to get this in. So we should be good to go now. So this is a $1,400 9.2 channel THX certified AV receiver. This is the Onkyo TX RZ50. And so I'm really pumped. And I believe this has Dirac Live, which is super exciting. I'm grateful that Onkyo has brought in Dirac into their AVRs. And before we announce the winner, Don Ford, appreciate the $20 super chat, man. That is super, super kind and generous of you. I had a chance to hang out with Don. He's one of my patrons. And I also had a chance to go to his home and do a home theater tour. So he's the gentleman that has oh my goodness, I am drawing a brain fart. I can see it. Has the horns all in it. Oh my goodness. I was doing so good, man. Help me out in the chat, guys. What is the name of the speaker brand that has all the horns? Oh, Don, I'm killing it. He's going to take away the super chat here. Oh my goodness, man, I cannot think of it. Help me out, chat. You know who it is. All right, I will come back to that. But anyway, I did there we go, Tecton. So sorry about that, Don. That's right, Tecton. So I think I've only heard 2 systems that had Tecton. Really, really cool design, beautiful sound, and Don has an incredible home theater. So you can check that out on the channel there. So $13.99 Onkyo TX RZ50. This is being given to Christian Toro. Christian, congratulations. Super excited for you, dude. This is going to be a killer receiver. I hope it's an upgrade to what you have. That would be absolutely phenomenal. That's going to be a great value there at $1,400. Next up, Zapedi. So Zapedi is an incredible company. So Zapedi allows you to, oh my goodness, let me scroll this up here. Zapedi allows you, it's basically a movie player, high resolution movie player. And so you have to have your own media content. So you'll either need to, pretty much you need to take your movies and you'll have to rip those to like a NAS server or a computer, hard drive, something like that. And then the Zapedi reference can access that drive, access that hard drive, and it'll create a catalog using the metadata. I've reviewed the Zedu, which is similar to that, and I do have a Zapedi info review, and so I'll be doing a full review on that on the channel. So hope you guys will enjoy that. But this is a $1,599 value. Super grateful for Raphael and his team for hooking us up with the Zapedi reference player. But before we say the winner, I want to give a big thank you to Shanmuga Raj, $10 super chat. Keep up the excellent content creation. The best home theater enthusiast I have seen. A humble and genuine person above all. Thank you, man. Raj, thank you so much, man. I appreciate the love and support. Appreciate the super chat, and definitely appreciate your kind words. So $1,599 value, Zapedi reference. This one is going to Andre Reynolds, man. Congratulations. The Zapedi is an incredible product. I can't wait to review that here in the next couple weeks, a couple months on the channel. So next up, now I call it Arundel. Some people call it Arundel. Not sure exactly how to pronounce it, but we've got the Arundel 1961. This is a 2.1 channel system. So we're getting well beyond budget here. This is a nice setup, beautiful finish. I've reviewed one of their subwoofers and was incredibly impressed. These folks know how to create quality speakers as well as subwoofers. So we're really grateful for the folks at Arundel for providing the 1961 2.1 speaker system. So maybe you could use this as a 2-channel setup in your office, but more than likely, man, this is going to go like in a bedroom or living room because this can really pump out some sound. So this is a $1,600, $1,698 value. And the winner of this is going to Sean Lemon. Sean, congratulations, sir. You've got yourself a 2.1 system from Arundel, and that is super cool. I'm gonna grab a quick drink here. You guys having fun in the chat? Man, I love this. Has been a long time coming. I've been excited and I'm like, all right, man, when can we give away this stuff, man? I want to see some folks get excited. I want to see some folks get these really awesome prizes. So next up, we've got Monolith. So I have reviewed a bunch of stuff from Monolith. Man, I've reviewed their Dual 15. I've reviewed the 13. I reviewed some smaller ones of theirs. I've reviewed their kind of like mini towers. They even have Atmos speakers on the top. Lots of stuff from Monoprice. I've got the Monoprice cables. I've been using them for years. I absolutely love what they stand for, which again is value. They really try to produce as much value. A lot of their subwoofers are THX certified. And the cool thing too is if you're familiar with Perlisten, they make incredible adult dating sites. No, they don't. I've just got some adult dating sites popping up in the chat. Looks like I got all those. Cool. So the gentleman that is the CEO, one of the CEOs, owners of Perlisten. So they make incredible speakers. They came out of the gate with a ton of they were the first company to hit THX Dominus. And the great thing with them is they're all about measurements. Now I have a video from CEDIA, and I've also got 2 other videos on Perlisten. So if you're interested in them, check them out. But the cool thing is Dan, the owner, was the one that designed some of these subwoofers from Monolith. And so he's just an incredible guy. knows what he's doing. And so these subwoofers from Monolith perform very, very well, and they measure very well, and you got a ton of output. So this is a $1,600, $1,700 Monolith 13-inch subwoofer. Now this thing is a beast, and it's going to slam hard. So the winner of this is going to Savannah Birchfield. Savannah, congratulations. This is a beast of a subwoofer, so definitely get some help moving that around your house. But I hope you enjoy it. Next up, we're continuing to move up higher and higher, more expensive items here. So this is Parasound. So Parasound, they have been around for decades, literally. Parasound makes some of the best amplifiers on the market. And the biggest thing is just their build quality. They literally will last you just, tens of years. So, I mean, you're talking 10, 20, 30 years sometimes, and they'll just perform flawlessly. So my first power amplifier, I had a 220 watt by 5. It was a Parasound. I forget the model number, but it was a beast of a subwoofer, and it really just whet my appetite. And of course, I ended up getting more amplifiers down the road and trying some different things. But Parasound makes incredible amplifiers, and they make some preamps too. And so this is a combo. So the winner of this giveaway, $1,898 value, and this is a Parasound New Classic. So this is their definitely more affordable series. I believe these are Class D amplifier. So you're getting a 200 preamp and a 275 or 275 version 2 amplifier. The winner of this, before we announce it, man, Chris, thank you so much, brother. $20 super chat. Chris is an incredible guy. Got a chance to hang out with him at M-Wave. He was one of our VIPs. Man, just such a huge heart. This guy is incredibly kind, and we just had a blast. And so he says, "Youth man, your passion for the hobby has helped likely far more than 100,000. I still blame your review for the SR8015 being in my system. Also pumped for M-Wave 2. The SR8015 is a beast of an AVR. Man, I get blamed a lot for you guys' purchase. Y'all realize that, right? Like most of your significant others don't like me. When they see you watching a video of mine, they're thinking, he's going to be wanting to buy something pretty soon, right? So don't blame me, man. Actually, y'all can blame me all you want. Just say, well, Youth Man said I needed to buy it, man. It was going to make my system sound better. One thing you'll find out about my channel, I never try to convince you to buy anything. Okay. If I'm reviewing some seats from Valencia, I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm not trying to tell you to buy them. My job as a content creator is to share with you from a consumer's perspective. What do I like about this? What do I not like about this? How do they feel? How does this, these speakers look? What's the finish like on them? How do they sound in my living room or in my home theater? And I just try to give you from a consumer's perspective, what you can expect if you were to buy this. And then you as a consumer make the decision whether or not it's a right fit for you. And so again, I don't want to try to tell you what to buy for your setup, but Chris, certainly appreciate you. Thank you so much for the $20 super chat. So here we go. So this Parasound New Classic 200 preamp and 275 V2 amplifier, $1,898 value is going to none other than Dylan Hunter Quackenbush. Dylan Hunter, congratulations, man. This is a killer 2-channel setup. I know you're going to enjoy that. Actually, it's funny, Parasound got so excited. I told him, I said, hey, I don't need you to send me anything. You can just ship it directly from your warehouse or from your facility. So not too long, I get a package, 2 packages in the mail. So those are actually sitting in my theater room. So I'll just have to contact them and then they'll ship it out to you, Dylan Hunter. So super grateful for you. Glad you won that. And I know that that's going to be a killer setup for you. Next up, Robert Zone from Value Electronics, man. Robert's doing some incredible stuff. He's got his own store, sells a ton of equipment. I know Shane Lee used to be Spare Change. Shane does a lot of reviews with Robert. Has kind of partnered with him because he's local. And so Robert will lend him some electronics, some speakers. And so definitely just a huge shout out to Robert for providing from Value Electronics a 55-inch LG C2 OLED TV. So if you're looking for inky blacks, that's what OLED is known for. I had a chance to see one of the OLEDs at the Sony booth. Man, phenomenal. So this is a beautiful TV, LG OLED from Value Electronics. This is a $2,000 TV. So hope you guys are excited about this. Let's see who gets this. This is going to Kevis Santiago. Kevis, congratulations on a 55-inch LG OLED TV. Man, that's going to look awesome in your home. All right, guys, got a few more left, and the value is getting even higher. The folks at Valencia, you know I love them. I've been working with them probably 3 years now. Kind of interesting. They were the first brand to reach out to me. So when you first start out as a content creator, typically you're emailing companies that you like, you know, so you may email Bowers and Wilkins and say, hey, I'm a content creator. I would love to review your products. Hey, Monoprice, I'd like to review one of your subwoofers. And then they determine whether or not they're willing to send you one for review. Well, Valencia was the first company that reached out to me, and they said, hey, Michael, love your content. We'd love to see what you think about our theater chairs. And it was kind of funny because I looked back at my theater chairs and they were probably 12 years old, you know, because like I said, I built my home theater 15 years ago. And so I looked at my theater room and my chairs, and I'm like, dude, these chairs are sad. And so they look pretty rough. They were pretty worn out. So I'm like, yeah, that'd be kind of cool. It'd be kind of a pain in the butt, but hey, let's get them in. We'll check them out. Holy cow, man. These chairs had LED lights. They had places to put accessories like an iPad holder or a tray table, a wine glass holder. They had, what do you call it? The not neck, headrest, motorized headrest. So it had all these features. And then on top of that, they were so comfortable. And so I've reviewed probably about 5 different models of Valencia. And I've actually got a home theater tour scheduled probably maybe within the next month or two here in Florida on some that features some of their new series called Naples. And so we're super grateful for the folks at Valencia. This is one of my favorite seats that they sell. Actually, this one definitely is the Tuscany Ultimate. So they make a Tuscany, which is a little bit less expensive, has a little bit not as soft leather as this, but this seat is what's in my front row. They're amazingly comfortable. You've got LED lights. I think there's about 6 different colors you can cycle through. You've got that 4,000 Napa grain leather, so it's super, super soft. And I love the preset. That is my favorite. So literally you set it the way you want, the recline, the headrest, and you hit one button and it immediately goes to that position every single time. So I love that about them. And so I know you're going to love this. But before we share who is going to win this, I want to give a big thanks to Marcarius K. Thank you so much for the $20 super chat. He says, I have Sonos, 1 ARC, 2 ones, 2 5s, 2 subs, 1 move, 1 beam. Dude, you got like the whole collection. That's awesome. So I want to get a Sonos amp with a pair of Bowers & Wilkins 704 S3s. Bowers & Wilkins makes some gorgeous, gorgeous speakers. And the 704 series is kind of like in the middle. I haven't had a chance to hear those or review them, but they're the S3s. He says, in your opinion, will having a Sonos amp be sufficient given my investment, or should I buy else? So here's what my recommendation would be. If you've already got the system and you've already got the, okay, so you're wanting to get, I see. I got you. So you're wanting to get the amp, so you don't actually own it yet. Honestly, I'd have to go and look at the power wattage of that. So here's the thing with Bowers & Wilkins. I love them. They're beautiful. They sound great. Typically with Bowers & Wilkins, they're not super efficient. And so when you look at the sensitivity rating, it's, I'm guessing I tell you what, well, let me look here. Let me check it out. Let's look at it real quick. B&W 704S version 3. Let me just take a look real quick. I want to see what their efficiency is, because basically that's going to help determine, you know, whether or not that's going to be sufficient. but my guess, typically Bowers and Wilkins, they need a lot of power. And so I'm not super familiar, to be honest with you. 703 S3s. Go back here. Oh man, this is gonna throw my flow out. Let me just make sure. 704, my bad. Clicked on the wrong one. So 704 S3s, we're looking at, see if it shows me the sensitivity. Yeah, all this. Yeah, I'm not seeing it on their website. So I'm not sure about that, to be honest with you. I wish I did. I'm not seeing any indication of the specs on there. Yeah. So, all right. So here's my thought on the 704s, man. I always recommend, if you can, especially with something that aren't super super efficient, if you can get an amplifier that's about 200 watts a channel. Can you get away with 100 watts a channel? Sure. 150, sure. But the more power you feed Bowers and Wilkins, basically the better they're going to sound and the more you're going to be able to pull out from them. So again, I'm not super familiar with the Sonos amps as far as how much power. My guess is they're probably not 200 watts per channel. And I was wrong. Look here. Appreciate that, A. Leon. Sonos amp is 250 watts at 4 ohms. So you may be good, honestly. Man, anybody in the chat, if you have used the Sonos amps on, so it looks like they're 88 dB. Appreciate that, Brad. So again, they're not super efficient. So you're going to get 88 decibels with 1 watt. You have to double that wattage to gain 3 decibels. So you put 2 watts to it, you're going to be at 91. And so each time you double the watts, now you need 4 watts to get to 94. And so you kind of see, and then the further back you sit, the lower, the more power you're going to need. So hope that helps. I'm just not super familiar with Sonos. I've never reviewed any of those products yet. So I can't really tell you 100% certain will they power those efficiently or sufficiently. So if you guys are running Sonos amplifiers with any of your speaker systems, definitely let us know in the chat and help him out. But appreciate the super chat. So back to Valencia, $2,000 value, Tuscany Ultimate Theater Seat, going to Robert Broski. Robert, congratulations, sir. Now, the cool thing with the Valencia seats is you can typically, you can put as many chairs as you want. And so you could purchase another seat to make this like 2 seats side by side, or if you wanted to get a third seat, that you could do 3, but that just saved you $2,000. Or if you just want to rock a single chair, that'd make a great killer chair for a 2-channel setup or in an office, man. So congratulations, Robert. Moving on, we got just a few more. Power Sound Audio, I reviewed one of their subwoofers. It was a beast, man. It was 2 18-inch subwoofers in a dual opposing configuration. So one is firing, say, to the left and one is firing to the right. Absolutely powerhouse. So this is their LCRs. This is the Power Sound Audio, sometimes referred to PSA, MT110M LCR. So I'm a big proponent of having identical speakers, especially for your front 3 speakers. Biggest reason is that's going to give you an absolutely seamless transition when sound is panning, say, from your left center or your left speaker to your center speaker to your right speaker. And so when objects are moving across that front sound stage, having 3 identical speakers is going to be phenomenal. So super grateful for Power Sound Audio for hooking us up. Not as grateful for these dating sites popping up in my chat, but I am also grateful for Marcarius K for another super chat, $10. Thank you. Wow. I appreciate your even looking. Sorry to throw off your flow. Dude, it's totally cool. I am literally one of those ADHD guys. I think I was ADHD or at least ADD before they even knew what that was. And so I get the squirrel, a lot. I'll be doing work and then something will happen and I forget what I'm doing. So Totally don't worry about throwing off my flow. That gave me what I needed to look for. You're awesome. Don't take too much time to respond to this. All right, so we will move on. But Mark Harris, appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much for the super chat. Up, we got one more dating site in here. Let me block that one. Man, must be a lot of single guys in here for them to be popping up. All right, so we got Power Sound Audio MT110M LCR $2,325 gift going to Kevin Childs. Congratulations, sir. You just got hooked up with some killer LCR 3 speakers. Next one. So this is our final giveaway. So as you know, I've got JTR speakers in my system. Absolutely love them. JTR is one of those in-game systems. People ask me all the time, Michael, where do you go next? I don't. I absolutely love JTR. So Jeff Permanian, he's the owner and designer of JTR. So I've had a chance to get to know him over the past, I guess, at least 2 years. Incredible guy, incredibly gifted. He understands engineering, he understands speaker design, and he understands measurements. And his speakers perform extremely well. One thing about Jeff is his desire with his speakers and subwoofers is to buy the best components that he can. So they're not cheap. When I did a tour of his factory, tour of the JTR headquarters, he pulled out one speaker and he showed me, he said, Michael, this speaker, my cost is like $900. And when you think about that in perspective, I've had people ask me, well, Michael, how does your JTR speakers compare to your Klipsch speakers in the living room? And what I told them is I said, think about this. The Klipsch speaker in the living room, let's say I think they're about $1,800 each. I don't know what the current price is, but let's say they're $1,800 each. Okay. I don't know what Klipsch's cost on that speaker is, but my guess is it's well below 50%. So Jeff has one component that costs as much as Klipsch costs for the entire speaker, from cabinet to grill to banana plugs to the drivers, the woofers, the tweeters, and the network. And Jeff is spending out of his own cost $900 just on the compression driver. That's that mid-range and tweeter kind of combined into one driver. So that is the type of stuff that he puts in JTR. So Jeff wanted to, kind of take JTR to another level. And so he started a second company called RTJ Audio. And so Jeff, I reached out to him. So I thought he was, he might hook us up with a JTR subwoofer, maybe an RS1. But he said, nah, I want to go big. He said, I want to hook you guys up. Because again, these brands have been incredibly, incredibly awesome. And they've been just super supportive of what I do here on YouTube. And I've developed friendships and relationships with these brands. And so I'm super grateful that they trust me. I'm super grateful that they believe in what I do. And I'm super grateful for them giving back to the home theater community. So this is a big subwoofer. This is an 18-inch subwoofer. And included with that, since it's a passive subwoofer, he's including the 2,400 watt continuous amplifier. This thing is going to rock your world. JTR and RTJ, they're tuned to, I believe, 10 hertz. And so, when you're talking about infrasonics, when you're watching Ready Player One and Kong jumps off the Empire State Building, he lands on the freeway, that's going to take your home theater to a whole new level, because you're going to experience some infrasonics that maybe you've never experienced before. And so, Jeff, super grateful for you. You have gone out of your way, man. I just can't believe it. So we are giving away a $7,000 system here. This is the last one for tonight. RTJ Audio, 18 sub and 2,400 watt amplifier. And this is going to Christopher Baker. Congratulations, man. I hope you enjoy this. This is going to take your home theater to a new level. Guys, I'm going to recap here. Thank you so much. This was our 100,000 subscriber live stream. This giveaway ended a couple of days ago at midnight when we hit 100,000 subscribers. We've been promoting this for 3 months. Big thanks to all of the brands that provided the giveaways. And I also want to just remind you, I'll contact all of these winners via email. So make sure you check your spam folder within 24 hours of this live stream, and just reply to that email with your address, shipping address, and I'll reach that, or I'll pass that information off to these brands. One last thing. Thank you so much, Joey's G Audio Channel. $20 super chat. Says I'm running Cornwall 4s. Dude, love me some Cornwalls. Klipsch makes some incredible heritage gear. As his left and right, he's got a heritage. Man, you got a killer system. Center and stacked sealed Bose 901s for the rear. Interesting. You inspired me to get the Klipsch. My forever speakers are the 901s. The 901s by far are probably the best speaker Bose ever made. All the best to 100K and beyond. Thank you so much, Joey. Definitely appreciate your love and support through the super chat. So again, I'll contact the winners within 24 hours. You've got 72 hours to claim the prize, to respond to me. If I don't hear back from you, I'm drawing a new winner, and I'll contact you via email. Well, guys, I hope you have an incredible week. I've got some more content coming up in the next couple of days from CEDIA, and then I'll be back to doing reviews. And then it looks like I got another super chat. Appreciate you, man. Ryan DSM 1975. Thank you so much for the $20 super chat, super sticker, man. Super grateful for your love, for your support. You guys are awesome, man. I am so glad and so grateful that I get to do this for a living. And I'm really pumped that I get a chance to just share my heart, my passion for home theater with you guys. And so big thanks to, again, to all the brands. Thank you to you that are watching. Congratulations to the winners. Hope you guys have an incredible week, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. God bless.